I'm exploring Georgetown today, right here in Washington, D.C. I have a very packed walking plan. Everything from having lunch at the historic Martin's Tavern to walking down the famous Exorcist steps. I'm also going to test out the cupcakes, and so let's go explore this neighborhood. Hi, I'm Dawn, a 57-year-old grandma working full-time and traveling the world solo. I'm here to show you that it's never too late to try something new. I started my morning by Ubering over to Wisconsin Street to do some shopping. One of the things I loved most about Georgetown is that it's completely walkable and filled with unique boutiques that don't just carry the exact same items you see everywhere else. You can easily map out your must-see stops and then just enjoy dropping into all the little hidden gems you find along the way. I ducked into a beautiful French bakery called Boulangerie Christophe. I just wanted a little treat, but I found a delicious chocolate eclair. It was the perfect way to fuel up for a long walking day. Next stop was lunch at the historic Martin's Tavern. This place is a Georgetown legend. Every president from Truman to George W. Bush has eaten here, and this is actually where JFK proposed to Jackie. The moment you step inside, the dark wood and the cozy booths make you really feel the history. It's the perfect spot to soak it all in without feeling rushed. I had a phenomenal chicken sandwich and loved every second of this cozy atmosphere. Afterward, I wandered through the back streets to admire these gorgeous historic row houses, including the exact one JFK lived in before moving into the White House. Then I headed toward the infamous Exorcist house and stairs. Here's a pro tip if you want to see the Exorcist stairs. Map your walk to the Exorcist house, because then you're at the top of the stairs, and walking down these incredibly steep stone stairs is much easier than climbing up them. And then it drops you right on M Street where the main shopping district begins. From there, I hit Georgetown Cupcake. It's definitely a tourist favorite. The line moves quick though, and be prepared to walk and eat because seating inside was very limited. I got a red velvet and the white chocolate raspberry. My honest take on the cupcakes is I wouldn't say they're the best cupcakes I've ever had in my whole life, but they were good. The frosting was sweet and the cake was very moist. It's definitely worth stopping. For a quick afternoon break, I stepped into the old stone house. It has a tiny museum and a hidden backyard garden that is completely peaceful right in the middle of this busy shopping district. Right down the street is the historic C&O Canal. Even though it's dry right now, seeing the old stone locks and the historic tour boat was really cool. I had planned to do a cupcake showdown and hit Baked and Wired, but I got so caught up in exploring that they were closed by the time I arrived. But that's exactly why I've fallen in love with solo travel at this point in my life. No rush, plenty of history, and everything on my own terms. To wind down the afternoon, I headed over to the Washington Harbor to relax and enjoy the gorgeous weather. As the sun started to set, I took a spectacular 45-minute Sunset City cruise that takes you right past the landmarks and the Kennedy Center. The view from the water during the golden hour was beautiful. It's a smaller boat, very chill, relaxed. It didn't go as far as the Key Bridge like I hoped it would, but seeing the monuments glow from the water is a view that you really just can't get on land. To cap it all off, I had an incredible dinner at Founding Farmers. The pulled pork tacos on sweet cakes and the honey butter cornbread were easily some of the best things I've ever eaten. When you visit DC, head to Georgetown and walk these historic streets. If you missed the start of this series, we've already gone inside the Oval Office replica and tasted the legendary food on U Street. So check those out in my Washington, D.C. playlist. For realistic, no-nonsense travel inspiration, hit subscribe and come along for the ride. Next up, we're hopping on a trolley to explore the monuments and Arlington Cemetery. Well, that's a wrap on my day in Georgetown. It was a jam-packed day. From strolling past JFK's old house to climbing the Exorcist steps, Georgetown absolutely lived up to the hype. Thanks for coming along with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.